All right. Hey guys, welcome to another Mods Weekly Rundown. Give me just a second here. Yes, that's the one I want. And then let's bring chat over so I can actually see that, just in case anybody pops in with some questions or comments. 1 second, please. Okay, I don't know. I felt a sneeze coming and then went away. So, lucky us. Let's see. Did I check my audio? Okay, yeah, we're good there. Excellent. Okay. Well, some bad news. Unfortunately, I tried to record our co-op this week. We did play our co-op. Unfortunately, I was still having the exact same issue where running OBS, even recording and not just streaming, while playing the Steam version of the game, for some reason is making the Steam version of the game crash. It basically, the frame rate drops to 0. It freezes up. I can't really do anything. It happens as soon as I get into combat. So I can enter the mission just fine. I can walk around just fine. As soon as we get to combat, boom, it's over. So, yeah, Alt F4 was the only way for me to get out. So I gotta still figure out what's going on with that. Unfortunately, can't do any recordings right now. So just want to let you all know that right off the bat. Moving into mods this week, there's not a whole lot. We got a whopping 12 mods that were either added this week or updated this week. So we'll run through them real quick here. The main ones to pay attention to. This is a new mod this week, unit card options. This looks pretty interesting. For those of you that want to have more fine-tuning control over how the AI works, here you go. Basically, it opens up control options for these things that you see right here. So like AI accuracy bonus, lethality bonus, global DPS bonus, delay between shots, which I find very interesting. That could be really good for using like rapid fire weapons or weapons that you want to fire really often, and they're just not. Override combat range. Will you chill? Why'd you come in here then if you need out? This dumb dog. Where was I? Override combat range, so they will actually engage at longer distances. That can be kind of annoying sometimes. And then opt out of weapon level adjustments, true or false types setting there. It is compatible with YAML and Coyotes. 1 second, please. Okay. So yeah, you should be able to use it okay with that. Works really well alongside with adjustable battle value, which is another mod I've talked about before that I really like. We also got modular AI starting damage is another mod that he recommends to use with that. So I would recommend checking that out if you want more control over the AI behavior. Clan retrofits. We talked about this one a week or two ago. It's just adding a bunch of the like inner sphere mechs and stuff with clan tech after the clan invasion year, right? Something they really should have added in the vanilla game with the DLC, but they didn't, I guess. So anyways, this added some new stuff or fixed a few things. Post-Jihad mechs will show up at 3070, all of them apparently. Disable Zatara coexistent mechs is now an option if you're running the Zatara mod. Same thing with yet another legendary mech. Added 2 new hero mechs, Goszilla, the Annihilator with the 4 Gauss rifles, and then the Bounty Hunter 3 Marauder. So this is a mod that I think I would definitely use if I was playing in post-clan invasion era. Wow, that ad was huge. So I'm not there yet, or we aren't there yet with our co-op play. But when we get there, I have a feeling we may end up using this mod. So definitely recommend it if you're playing with clans or in the clan invasion era. And then, of course, Zatara had an update this week, as he does almost every week. So added 2 awesomes. This is the Awesome 11K and the Awesome 8QS, a hero variant. that are coming from MechWarrior Online. These are being added in MechWarrior Online, so of course we're bringing them to Mercenaries as well. So big thanks to Zatara for that. All right, the other mods this week. Merc had a update with some bug fixes and stuff. If you're playing Merc, there you go. Prop explosion effect optimizations. This is a new mod this week. Basically just makes the explosions bigger or something, optimizes the explosion effects. I'm not really sure. Optimizations maybe for performance, I guess. Maybe I should have looked at that. Yeah, frame rate drops. So if you're having frame rate issues from explosions, there you go. That's probably going to fix it for you, so definitely check that out. Brian Cash had an update. Oops, All Irbies had an update. I don't really play with either of those, so I don't care too much about them. But there you go. If you are using those expanded company logos, Merc Lite, probably the same bug fixes that were in Merc. Ultimate Engine tweaks, don't use that. I don't know. Maybe it's better now, but I know it was causing issues for me when I tried using it a while back. So, you know, I guess take your chances there if you want to. What's really weird though is it says uploaded. Well, oh, that's uploaded. I wanted the updated date. It doesn't show the updated date. Oh, 5 days ago, of course. Okay. Unobtainium, update to that mod. It's basically a cheat mod. So if you're using that, there you go. I don't use it. Clan retrofits we talked about. Yet another Corvids. This is a bunch of Raven variants or mechs kind of based on the Raven that can be added to the yet another suite of mods. And then unit card options we talked about already. That's a new mod this week. So that basically covers it for this week. Not a whole lot, like I said. So this is gonna be a short video or stream this week. But there you go. As always, if you have any questions or comments, please leave them in the comments to the stream, and I will get to those either in the comments, or I will bring it up in the next live stream. This week, hopefully, I'm gonna try and work on fixing being able to record while I play co-op. So if I get that working, then I will record that. We had some really interesting. We actually had quite a few issues this week, and we got started late too. So you didn't miss a whole lot, but there were some really fun, interesting missions that we got up to. So I'm really hoping I can record next week so I can share that with you guys. But anyways, that's gonna do it this week. Y'all have a good one, and I'll see you next time. Later.